everybody. Welcome to my live. So this is Diadem of Agility channel, and all we do here is to create contents regarding agile. We create content for people to be able to learn a job. We create content for people who are currently working to be able to maintain their job, because there's one thing about getting a job and there's another thing maintaining that same job. So what we do in this channel is with this channel is to ensure that we help people gain that knowledge, gain that understanding in order for them to fully keep their job. And for those that are equally looking, we equally help you to utilize our experiences in order for you to be comfortable in answering your interview questions. All right, so for today's topic, it's all about tell me about a time you have failed. And for this particular topic or this question, once people are asked this question, it entails a lot. There are specific things that the interviewer is looking towards achieving from you. So you have to make sure that you go straight to the point. And by the way, never say that you've never failed in this life, or never say you've never actually had an opportunity where you failed. Because I'll give you a typical example. If you go for an interview and they ask you to talk about a time you have failed, and you say you don't have any of such example, you've never failed before, and another person, even if you perform your best throughout this interview, and they equally interview another candidate, and the candidate is like, okay, this is the time I have failed, right? Like sharing that experience, I believe they are pretty much going to pick the person that talked about their failure. Because with people that have actually experienced failure, they know what it is. They know how to maneuver. They know they've actually learned something from it. They've had that learning opportunity, and they've actually raised up themselves. They've actually acquired more skills, and they are better off than someone that has never actually failed before. So now, before we get into answering these our questions, hello everyone. My name is Jermaine Kwene. I am an agile coach, a senior scrum master, and I am also a digital business owner. I am an entrepreneur. So if you see me on the other side, I'm talking about online business, just so that you're aware that I equally do that as well. So besides what I do, at my job, being an agile coach or a scrum master, I have this passion. I have this solid passion for helping people. I have this passion for helping people, discover their full potential. I have this passion for empowering people to understand that they are skilled enough and they are capable of doing a whole lot, way beyond their imagination. So on that note, and that is the reason why we decided to create this channel, so that we can share our experiences and people can equally get the opportunity to equally share their experience using the comment section as well. So now moving on to this question, I also want to thank each and every one of you that have subscribed to this channel from day one till this very date. We thank you so very much. Without you, we are nothing, absolutely. So thank you so much for everything you do. We love you so much, and please keep up the good work. That is the only way of encouragement for us to keep coming back and providing more content regarding our experience. And this is not to say that, oh, this is a perfect example for you to utilize. There are always areas for you to pick what is going to work for you and then put the other one in the dustbin. Areas of retrospective. Okay, what can I pick from this particular area? What can I drop? So, oh, this is just my experience. So when they ask you this question, tell me about the time you have failed. Never you say you have not failed before. I have said this before, and I keep saying it because it's of utmost importance that you do not ruin your opportunity, do not ruin your chance. We know that it's really kind of difficult now to get interviews, but once you get it, make sure it's your first and make sure it's your last. So make sure you hold on to it, and enjoy the process of the interview. Go and have fun. Don't go into an interview feeling like, okay, I'm actually being interviewed, I'm going to be interviewed. No, go with a mindset of, I'm going to have a conversation. So when you're being asked this question, tell me about the time you have failed. Now I'm going to channel my own experience, right? And like I said, the comment section is there for you to utilize and share your experience as well, because I am also learning. This is a journey where we learn every day, and we're going to continuously learn. So I'm very curious to learn from or tap into your own experience. So make sure you utilize the comment section or use the comment section for that purpose. Now, about the time I have failed. So there was this time that I failed woefully. So I worked with this organization, one of the organization I've worked with in the past, and when I joined this organization, I realized that there was a lot of reshuffling going on. Like some people were leaving, and there was just a whole lot going on. Now, coming into a time I failed, so I worked with this organization for some time. I worked for like about 6 weeks, and I realized that one of our technical lead, he resigned because he got a better opportunity, and so he had to leave us. When he left us, behold, that was we're on our last sprint for our release. So when he left, there's this new team member that was recruited. So this team member did not have the same capacity of experience as our technical lead. However, I was supposed to help this team member on board fully. Now, my focus was on my team members. Like, my focus was on the work that we committed to for that particular sprint. Remember, I talked about this was our last sprint for our release, and stakeholders were waiting, customers were waiting, our clients were waiting for the products to be delivered or for it to be released. So this was our last sprint. So what I did was I dedicated all my time, my energy, and everything towards my team to ensure that we achieve this goal, irrespective of the technical lead not being around. Because one thing I had done was to help the team to become cross-functional. So the skill set that the particular technical lead had made sure that there was that cross-functional peer programming session. There was areas for knowledge transfer, because in my organization we had opportunity to record our session based on the use, or based on the need. So in the session where the technical lead will cross-train the entire team, it was recorded, and we also have some notes for knowledge transfer in case a new person on board, and we actually have to bring the person up to speed. So this was really very helpful. So with that person being away, there was actually need for me to ensure that that my team definitely achieved their goal. So what I did was focus that energy on the sprints, ensuring I'm removing impediment, ensuring I'm continuously coaching the team, ensuring that they are reflecting the best agile practices, and that they are delivering results. So, and one thing I failed to forget one thing I failed to do, sorry, was to actually help onboard this new team member. So at the end of it all, the good news was, the good news was that we were able to deliver quality value. So every work items we committed to, the product backlog items, we were able to deliver. So that was a good thing. Now, during our retrospective, when we're talking about, okay, how did this sprint go, what are areas for improvement for us, what have we learned, and things like that. This particular new team member that had just joined was actually a junior developer. He said he actually loves the way we collaborate with one another. He likes the way the team are displaying their maturity, that's agile maturity wise. And that one thing that he kind of holds back on was that he was not fully onboarded, so he felt like he was left out. So that was the period for him to observe, because he didn't actually have any work that particular sprint. He was just observing to see how he can better fit into the culture, connect with with the rest of the team members, pretty much build or establish that relationship. So he said that he felt left out. That was what he said. Immediately he said that, I felt terribly bad, because that was the truth. He was left out because I didn't have the time to help onboard this particular team member. So what I did was I did apologize. Yes, I owned my mistake, and I said that, okay, moving forward, I'm going to help onboard him fully to ensure that he understands us better and that he's capable of getting some work done. So after that session, we gathered our action items. What I did was, quickly scheduled some meetings for me to better connect, to understand him, have a one-on-one session. And then in that regard, I was able to fully, help him on board. So that is actually an area where I failed. So the failure in this case was because I was not able to help on board this team member that had just joined us, because I was focusing my attention on our sprint goal. I was focusing my attention on delivering quality results. I was focusing my attention on ensuring that my team members are not lacking anything besides our technical lead leaving. So I still made sure that we are fully up to speed in achieving our results. So I failed to onboard this particular team member. But the good thing is the team member voiced it out during our retrospective. I owned my mistake, and I was able to help this particular team member fully on board. So that is the end of my own experience on the time I have actually failed. I do have a whole lot of other examples, but for the sake of time, I'm going to end here. So tell me about your own time that you have failed, my people, and make sure that you're using the comment section to communicate that. And I'll greatly appreciate tapping from your own experience as well, because like I said, this is a learning opportunity. We learn every day, and so I cannot say I don't know it all. I don't know it all at all. So I am learning every day, and so yeah, hoping to see you on the other side. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.